Have you ever walked away from a conversation feeling guilty, even though you did nothing wrong, or agreed to something you never wanted to do? That's not always kindness. Sometimes it's manipulation. The scary part is that the best manipulators don't control you with force. They control the way you think. Today, you'll discover 10 psychological manipulation tricks people use every day. And trust me, the final one is so subtle that most victims never realize it's happening. Number 10. The guilt trap. Imagine you're exhausted after a long day, but someone says, after everything I've done for you, you can't do this one thing? Suddenly, you feel selfish for saying no. That's exactly how the guilt trap works. Instead of respecting your boundaries, they make you feel guilty for having them. Healthy relationships respect your limits. Manipulative ones make you apologize for them. Number 9. Silent treatment. Instead of talking about the problem, they suddenly stop replying. No calls, no messages, no explanation. You spend hours wondering what you did wrong. Eventually, you apologize just to end the silence, even if you weren't at fault. That's why silence can become a powerful tool of emotional control. Number 8. Love bombing. At first, it feels like a dream. Endless compliments, constant attention, and promises about the future. You feel special. But once you're emotionally attached, that affection slowly disappears. Now you're doing everything you can just to get back the love they showed in the beginning. It wasn't genuine connection. It was emotional bait. Number 7. Gaslighting. You clearly remember what happened, but they smile and say, you're imagining things, or that never happened. The more they repeat it, the more you question your own memory. When you stop trusting your own mind, you start depending on theirs. And that's exactly what they wanted. If you think these tricks are dangerous, the next ones are even harder to recognize because they often look like love, care, or concern. Number 6. Playing the victim, even after hurting you. They somehow become the one who deserves sympathy. Instead of discussing what they did, the conversation shifts to how difficult their life is. Before you realize it, you're comforting the person who caused your pain. That's not accountability. It's emotional distraction. Number 5. Creating fear of loss. They don't always threaten to leave. Sometimes they simply become cold, distant, or mention how easily people can be replaced. The message is clear without being spoken. If you don't keep me happy, you might lose me. Fear takes over, and you begin changing yourself just to keep them around. Number 4. Constant criticism. Nothing you do ever seems good enough. They point out every mistake, but rarely appreciate your efforts. Day after day, your confidence starts to disappear. Once you believe you're not enough, you begin relying on their approval to feel worthy. That's exactly the control they were looking for. Number 3. Breadcrumbing. One day they give you attention. The next day they disappear. Then they return with just enough kindness to keep your hope alive. This cycle keeps you chasing someone who never gives you the consistency you deserve. You're not building a relationship. You're chasing small rewards. The final 2 manipulation tricks are the most dangerous because they don't just change your emotions. They can slowly change who you are. Number 2. Making you responsible for their happiness. They make you feel like it's your job to fix every bad mood they have. If they're upset, you blame yourself. If they're happy, you feel relieved. Without realizing it, you start carrying emotional weight that was never yours. Caring about someone is healthy. Feeling responsible for every emotion they have is not. Number 1. Isolating you from others. The most dangerous manipulators rarely tell you to leave your friends or family. Instead, they slowly plant doubts. They don't really care about you. You only need me. Little by little, your world becomes smaller until their voice is the only one you trust. And once that happens, controlling you becomes incredibly easy. Here's something important. One of these behaviors alone doesn't automatically make someone manipulative. The real warning sign is a repeated pattern of control, guilt, fear, and emotional pressure over time. The moment you recognize manipulation, it starts losing its power over you. If this video opened your eyes, subscribe to The Hidden Mind. Every week, you'll learn the psychology behind human behavior, protect yourself from emotional manipulation, and understand people on a much deeper level. Until the next video, protect your mind, because not everyone who smiles at you has good intentions.